in the fields hushed and white with snow. 'Tis hardly here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so.
And when you come, and all the flowers are dying, and I am dead, as dead I will lay be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say, and love it there for me, and I shall hear the soft you tread above me, and all my praise will warmer, sweeter be, if you will dare and tell me that you love me, then I shall sleep in peace until you come to me.
You'll never be the same, for you lived in a rich mill garden, fair flower of all that grew, in a world I had no part of, where no harm would fall on you. But I never got to know you, for you never looked my way. So I left you in that garden, and I sadly walked away. Now your father, he had riches, with nothing left to crave, a lord of all the people, with a heart as cold as clay. I knew he gave no quarter to someone as poor as me, so I left you in that garden where I knew my heart would be. For you lived in a rich man's garden, fairest flowers of all that grew, in a land of a heart of freedom.
In the morning, as she scrubbed our shining faces and unpacked us all to school, all too soon these days are over, without a warning. So sing me a song of our gold and silver days, days filled with innocence and light. Not a penny to our name, but we were happy just the same in our gold and silver days. In the parlor on a Friday night, my father took the floor. I can hear us join together in the chorus, singing just a song at twilight, and the moon behind the hill. Now these voices all are silent, gone before us. So sing me a song.
That she was drowned in Galway Bay. Young Marian, she was a civil servant. And in the civil service, as you know, they do their correspondence all in Irish. For it's the language that we're all supposed and the Irish, far off to the Aran Islands, far away. But as the ship was coming to the mainland, it struck a mine and sank in Galway.
Good evening, Charlie, and how are you?
Oh, gosh. Hello there, Pat, but I'm feeling blue.
And what's the matter with you today?
My love's at the bottom of Galway Bay.
I'm sorry to hear that she's gone away, gone to the bottom of Galway Bay. How did this awful event befall?
Pat, sit down there, Pat, and I'll tell you all. She was my sunshine, my only sunshine. She was the only one for me.
Ah, for Pete's sake, cut out the morning, for there's more good fish in the sea.
But there was none like my Mary Ellen.
Now that's baloney, you wait and see. For I myself have some fine daughters who are just as good as she.
Oh, now maybe, Mr. Murphy, there's a lot in what you say. For where the youth is pining for a love that's gone away. If you say that you have daughters who are just as good as she,
Look, I run along this minute and bring down the family.
or we have a mighty fine row.
Oh, here we are, here's the family, lovely ladies, as you can see. And I leave you alone for to take your pick, and I wish you luck, for you'll need it a bit.
You're not my sunshine, my only sunshine. You've got a temper, for I can see the mischief gleaming in your eyes, my fair young maid.
Oh.
Oh,
Make me laugh.
your brow is like the snowdrop, and your neck is like a swan. But your nose is like the hook that we hang the kettle on. Come over to the chair, lady, and sit here by my side. Your gentle face has won my heart. I'll make you my little bride, and Mary Ellen nevermore shall enter in my dream. Where the roses are and your eyes with leisure gleam.
Get out of there, you. I'll have you very night. Let go her hand this minute. Did you ever see the lights? And you come over here, my lady. You'll be gentle by mine.
Patrick, what's the matter? What's the matter, my young wife? Patrick, what's the matter? Sure you told me I could take whichever of your daughters, my wife, I wish to make.
Will you hold your tongue, you villain, or I have your very life? These two ladies are my daughters. But this is my...
Now Dan Paddy Andy was a Kerry man of note, and to honour his celebrity we all pushed out the boat. A dancing tent was hoisted on Jimmy Roach's lawn, and we was with the Jimmy Lyra from on. Many places from Japan and Singapore, from France and Knocknagoshel, and even Bangalore. There were people there from Egypt, and others from Saigon, and there was two intermediates in Ira. Midge is mighty, she is a special breed. Her gnashers are like pincers, and sure to make you bleed. Skin will be skinned, and blood will be drawn, when you was with the midges, and I come on. There were a scratching, and arms there were a scraping, and from the little suckers there was no escaping. To every nook and cranny they most lustily hung on, while waltzing with the dancers in Ira come on. Now Larry tuned his squeeze box to a perfect pitch, but after a couple of polkas, sure he began to itch. He discarded his melodeon and belted his bodhrán as he battled with the midges in Ira. Now Johnny, he was caring, but Maggie was ecstatic. They circumscribed her garters and they got above her elastic. She tinkled and she tingled all night long, while waltzing with the midges in Ira come on. So if you feel like dancing, if you're courting or cavorting, come up to Stag's Mountain where you'll find the people sporting. You'll be rolling in the aisle, you'll be rocking until dawn, when you watch with the midges in Ira come on.
You'll surely go.
sat out in the carriage opposite me. Wish to God thought I am in for a noted journey, now a conversation. We're sure of the same one, she didn't open her mouth for the next hour and a half of the journey. But just before she gets off the train, she turns and she says to me, "And wish you where from?" "I'm from Kerry," says I. "Ah, wish you God help us," says she. "Only for the dole and the blind pension, wouldn't you starve in that part of Ireland?" Wasn't that a dirty remark now? But you know, it reminded me of a bit of a story about two old neighbours of my own. One fella wasn't he on the dole and the other fella was drawing the blind pension. Now, I let you in a little bit of a secret now about the fella drawing the dole. And I know it won't go beyond the four walls here. He wasn't entitled to be drawing. A fine, able-bodied man with a trade. And on the other hand, the fella drawing the blind pension, as he'd say himself, he was in a doubtful category. His sight was mixed, you know. There'd be times when he had dim sight, and then other times he couldn't see his blink. But during one of the times of dim sight, didn't he apply for and was awarded the blind pension? Fair play to the pension officer in the parish at the time. Now, this way of a day, he was cycling into town to collect a few bob. Now, he was no Amathon, mind you. He'd drive in as far as the parish priest, he'd turn at the spot, he'd drive the bike inside the ditch, and he'd get his cane, he'd pocket his way into town, making his way towards office. He'd always find it, mind you, it wouldn't be into the church or anything he wanted by mistake. But this way of a day, he was cycling into town, and whatever look he gave up on the roof of the house, putting on ridge tiles, only the fella drawing the door. And being bad blood between them, he couldn't let the opportunity pass. He looks up and he says, "Ha ha," he says, "I have one now," he says, "drawing the dole and working, I'll report you to the pension officer." But being a Kerry man, it was no bother to the lad above. He looked down and said, "And I report the one who saw me," says he. At the time that I'm talking about now, the new cinema opening up in the parish next to us, and it was the talk of the place, you know. Every man, woman and child that could get the legs under them were going to be there to see a movie shown up on the wall from the United States of America. And this night anyway, my fella drawing the blind pension, he was in a bit of bother now. You know, if he'd go, he'd be seen, and he'd draw the blind pension. But being a Kerry man, it was no bother. He came up with a little bit of a plan. He'd wait until the last person had gone in. He'd stand at the back wall, he'd see his movie, he'd be lashed in, first out and gone, and none of them would be any the wiser. The night came round anyway, and he stuck the head inside the door, and it was fine and dark. The plan was in action. And he was no sooner inside the door when this lassie came up and she shone a light into his eyes and could dazzle a rabbit. And before he knew where he was, she had him escorted up the eye and into one of the seats above. Now he seemed to be on a bit of a higher level to the rest of them. They were shouting at him, you know, "Will you sit down?" And one lady, she'd throw the core of an apple at the back of his throat. A sore dose, mind you. But it was the one next to him that solved the problem when she put down the seat and down he went. Well, it wasn't long until he was enjoying the film and it came to a fierce funny part. And he nudges the one alongside me and she said, "Did you see that? Did you see that?" says he. Who was sitting next to him, Gavora dear? Only the pension officer. Oh, Gavora dear. Earl, what would he do now? He was in an awful spot about it. He let a few minutes lapse, and he turns over again and he says, When will we be landing?" "Landing where?" said the pension officer. "And what did the boy say only? Isn't this the bus to Killarney?"
Long ago, when I picked the wines like this in the round yes, I was right and hard in.
with the hair that is slow. We wore no shoes in summertime, and without in winter snow. I stood tall and straight, as I know relate, but the years have taken their toll, since I picked the wife that lies in the hills of soul. I fish for sea trout in that lovely silver river field, and from Foy's orchard I confess sweet apples I did steal. I fell pinch a tall in an autumn morn from the Smyrna to Longcorn, as I picked away blackberries in the hills around the stone. In the sports field I kick football, and the ball balls I did yell. I played handball in the alley and went home by Bordenar. In the Carson Wood, where I octane stole, where my first kiss I stole, as I picked away blackberries in the hills around the stone.
It's such a part of who we are. It's envied far and wide amongst other nations. Our art, our music, and our creation. For we are the makers of the music. We are the singers of the song. We are the ones who will remember them, perform it well, and pass it on. Leave O'Reilly of Bagatelle, the chieftains, Bono and U2, Christy Moore, Link Flynn and the Clancy, Riverdance, and then U2. For we are the makers of the music. We are the singers of the song. We are the ones who will remember them, perform well and pass it on. With geniuses like Seamus Heaney, O'Rita and O'Carolan, to list them all would take forever, for that list just goes on and on. With the makers of the music, we are the singers of the song. We are the ones who will remember them, perform it well and pass it on. At Clackyo's and at the Willie Clancy, young and old they're in trance, proud as punch to be Irish, play the music and sing the song. For we are the makers of the music. We are the singers of the song.
She was sweeter than the blossoms on the clover. She was fairer than the evening sunset low. And I never will forget how much I loved her when your mother took my name not long ago. We were married, she and I, and in every way we tried to make our house a home of happiness, till one bright September's morn, on the day that you were born, God took her to a brighter home above. She was sweeter than the blossoms on the clover. She was fairer than the evening sunset glow. And I never will forget how much I loved her when your mother took my name long, long ago.
They had taught us we must yearn for liberty, but all I want in this dark place is have you here with me. Oh, gracious, hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. Then take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye. I know it's hard for you, my love, to ever understand the love I have for these brave men, my love for this dear land. But when Padre called me to his side down in the GPO, I had to leave my own sick bed. To him I had to go. Oh, gracious, hold me in your arms and let this moment linger. Then take me out at dawn and I will die. With all my love I place this wedding ring upon your finger. There won't be time to share our love, for we must say goodbye.
Does anyone remember that you spoke to him today? The day is almost over now, and his parting time is through. Is there anyone to utter now a friendly word to you? Can you say tonight in parting with this day that's slipping fast, that you helped the single human of so many that you have? Is a single heart rejoicing over what you did or said? Does the man whose hopes were fading now with courage look ahead? Did you waste this day or lose it? Was it well or poorly spent? Did you leave a trail of kindness or a scar of discontent? So, tonight, when you close your eyes in slumber, do you think your God will say, you have earned another tomorrow by the deeds you did today?
I'm sitting away at a honky in Chicago, with a broken heart and a woman on my mind. I asked the man behind the bar to play the jukebox, so when the music takes me back to Tennessee. Oh, well, I asked, how's the food? Oh, in the corner, crying. I said, hey, a little old wine, drink of me. Yeah, well, I came here last week from down in Nashville. 'Cause my baby left for Florida on a trade. Oh well, I thought I'd get a job and just forget her. But in Chicago, a broken heart is still the same. I asked the man behind the bar to play the jukebox, so when the music takes me back to Tennessee.
There was bottles flying, organs crying, counters cracking, barmen jacking. The paddies were back in town. Mother dear, I'm over here and I'm never going back. What keeps me here is the rate of beer, the women on the crack. See. It's down the glen. I remember the day of the barrel, the engine was on the stairs. What horseman said when he saw him dead?
Wells must be spoken. I joined the Legion, that's what I'll do. And in some far distant region, where human hearts are staunch and true, I will start my life anew. And so I go to fight the savage foe, although I know I'll be sometimes missed by the girls I kiss. In some Abyssinian French dominion, I do my bit, I'll fall for the flag if I must. Where the desert sands are nice and handy, I'll be full of grit. You won't see my heels for the dust. I'll do what you'll know the reason why when told. Of only a fool's love stand for the fatherland. Goodbye, goodbye, I wish you all the best goodbye. Goodbye.